so excited to film this video. So if you read the title, I got accepted to nursing school. So I don't want to say the name of my school just for privacy reasons, but I got accepted to a 16-month accelerated hybrid program. And I start in February, the first week of February. So in exactly 20 months, I will be a nurse. It's been a very long, strenuous, confusing road to get here, but I'm so thankful and I feel so blessed to finally be here. I know when I was finishing up my prerequisites and applying to nursing schools that watching these kinds of videos gave me so much hope and motivation, and it just warmed my heart to see people with the same goals as mine reaching theirs. So I hope this video kind of serves that to someone. If you are about to apply to nursing schools or you're thinking about going to nursing school, I have all the faith in you. If I can do it, you can do it. And yeah, this video is just gonna be me talking about how I got here, how I got accepted, and where I'm going next. Basically, my story is that I graduated high school in 2016. I attended a local university as an undeclared major just because I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. Sometime during my sophomore year of college, I after a lot of self-reflection and thinking about different things, I realized that I find fulfillment in helping people. It really brings me joy to like somehow brighten someone else's day. So I originally thought that if I go into politics and become a political science major, that I could do that. Even though I enjoyed some of the classes I took as a political science major, I discovered pretty quickly that political science was not for me. I just didn't want a career surrounding politics. I then shifted gears and started looking in different places. I do have a lot of like healthcare professionals in my family. They really thought I would enjoy and get that fulfillment of helping people through nursing. So I kind of just said, what the heck, and took the leap and went to my advisor and was like, hey, can I do this? He told me bluntly that I was kind of behind already. The prerequisites for pre-nursing and political science don't overlap, so I'd be in school for probably another 3-4 years just taking pre-nursing prerequisites, which kind of scared me because, you know, who wants to be in school that long? But, you know, I said, I'm already here. I think this is what I want to do, so let's go for it. And then I did something that I did not recommend. I stacked a bunch of classes essentially on my schedule to finish the classes in 2 years instead of 3 or 4, which was time consuming, overwhelming. I had to retake classes at some points because I just couldn't juggle all the classes at once. So I don't recommend that, but that's what I did. And after I got done with all my prerequisites, I started looking for schools, obviously, and I just zeroed in on this one school. I looked at a few already, but once I saw this one, something like sparked inside of me. I know that sounds kind of like cliche and cheesy, but I just zeroed in on this school for whatever reason. You know, it was like God telling me, this is where you are meant to be. This is where you will be going. I said, okay. I contacted an advisor and started working with her. I had to take some classes that I didn't know were needed. So I took those online, and then the last thing I had to do was take the T's. So I took that. I did really well on it. I got top 3% of the country, which I surprised myself with. I didn't think I could do that. Because I had to retake some classes, literally, I think I applied to this school on the last day that application was available. And 2 weeks came and went, and I got an email saying that I didn't get an interview for the school. And I was heartbroken. Like, I was so upset. It caught me so off guard. I remember I was shopping with my mom in a store and I got the email. So got so excited, and then I read it, obviously, and I started crying in the middle of the store, and it was super embarrassing. And I don't know, why am I saying this? Well, I'm just saying this because in that moment I felt like giving up, you know what I mean? Like, okay, what's plan B? But that feeling that that was the school I had to go to didn't go away. And I feel like if this is a lesson to anyone, is if your heartstrings are pulling you one way, just go for it. And if you fail, it's okay, you know? Like, failure, I'm realizing, is just a way to kind of prove how bad you want it. So I went to my advisor and I was like, hey girl, what the heck happened? What am I doing wrong, you know? Because I thought I had a perfect application. Not to sound like cocky, but I was working with the advisor for like 4 months. Like, we were perfecting my application because she knew how much I really wanted this school. So she essentially told me that this school has 5 interview days where they interview about 30 applicants per day, and the cohort that I was trying to get into had 60 seats. And something that's never happened before happened, where they filled up all their well, okay, so this school does first come first serve basis. So if there's 100 applications and mine was the 100th one, because I applied the last day, so it was pretty low, you know. Even if my scores were better than like the 85th application, because I'm lower down, if they met the criteria that this school set, they would accept them into the interview process. Does that make sense? It kind of confused me. I had to like read that whole process a few times. That's just how they do it. So I was like, okay, so what do I do next? She goes, you need to reapply in a week for the next cohort, which is in February. And she goes, we'll see where that goes. She's like, but I really encourage you to do it. I think you'll get in. So that's what I did. I reapplied. And 2 weeks after that application, I got an email saying I got the interview. Part of the interview process was that I had to write a writing sample, which had to be 500 words, so like a page. And they like give you some like topic that you have to discuss. And you had 24 hours to submit that. And then the week after that, you had an online Zoom interview with all 30 other applicants. I sent in the writing sample, and first of all, tangent real quick, I spent so much time on that stupid writing sample. Like, I had to write a paper in like 2.5 years, since like sophomore year. So I felt like I overthought it, and it was just a mess. That took me, they gave us 24 hours, it probably took me 20 hours. So I have a Zoom interview, and I'm worried all day. I haven't been eating because I'm anxious, and my room's hot because it's in the middle of summer here where I live. I live in Vegas, so it's always hot, but especially then, I remember being such a hot day. It was like 110 outside. So I'm like sweating in my makeup and so nervous and hungry, but I obviously don't want to eat because I'm gonna just throw it up because I'm so anxious. Anyway, so I get through the interview, and the first hour and a half of this interview is a PowerPoint presentation. When you see all the other applicants on Zoom, obviously, and they just talk about like finances, what their school is about. It was very informative, but the whole time I was just like a nervous wreck. And about an hour and a half, an hour and 45 in, one of the people presenting started to take applicants to like a separate Zoom space where they would be interviewed by professors and deans. Eventually I got kicked into one of these rooms, and I was interviewed very quickly by a professor of med-surg and a dean of admissions, which was super terrifying to me because he had like a long title. The first thing he said was dean of admissions, and he kept going. I just like went blank and freaked out after I heard dean of admissions, because that's the big guy, you know what I mean? So it was kind of very I don't know, it was so weird. It was so weird to do it online. And he was very matter of fact. I remember he was like, I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. All I need to know is your answers, then you can go. And I'm sure he meant it to like calm me down. You know, he's like trying to like be like, this is not that serious, like just chill. But to me, it came off so aggressive. Like 5 questions, then you can leave. And I was freaking out. And the way he asked the questions were so formal, I guess. And like the wording kind of, I don't know, I think I was just tired and dehydrated and hungry at that point. So yeah, he asked me these questions, and every question I felt like I was like Michael Scott when his higher up is asking him like, Michael, you're such a great manager, the best branch manager we've ever had. What are you doing right? And then Michael just starts talking but doesn't really know what he's saying. That's how I felt with every single question. So I went into the interview feeling confident, left the interview a nervous wreck. I felt so bad. I felt like I blew it. So it was a really rough 2 weeks. But 2 days ago I got the email saying I got in. I was so, I don't want to say shocked, because like like I said, I had that feeling in me saying like, no, this is where I'm supposed to go, and for whatever reason I had to just wait. I just can't believe I made it. Here I'm finally here after chemistry. Basically chemistry kept me up for days. I didn't sleep for days studying for chemistry exams. So where do I go from here? My orientation is January 27th and 28th, and 30 days before that they're going to send me a list of supplies I need. So you guys will definitely be getting a nursing school supplies haul video from me. Maybe a like orientation day vlog style video if you guys are interested in that. I'm excited to share this whole journey with you guys and hopefully help someone out there. But yeah, that's it for today's video, you guys. If you enjoyed what you saw today, don't forget to like this video, comment down below what you want to see next from me. The next video I'm going to film is going to be a how you can get into any nursing school you want, and all my advice and tips and tricks will be there. So if that sounds interesting to you, don't forget to subscribe. Until then, bye you guys. I'm gonna be a nurse. Ugh.